What's going on, everybody? Tom Pollock back again with Mark Horner.
Yo, we got the same glasses, bro.
Beautiful. We actually really do, huh?
Yeah.
Mine do this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, no, mine will break if I try that. I got cheap glasses.
Well, you're...
All right, nice one. One up me. Jesus. You got nice glasses,
no,
okay, bro?
We were just talking about prize pool, right? The bare minimum. Maybe you can get yourself a nice pair of glasses. You secured your spot in the grand finals. We can go get you maybe some $20, $30 glasses. Yeah, would you like that?
Maybe, sure. Yeah, I'd love that.
So, I don't want to call you out, but I saw you talking to Mitch earlier. You said 2-0. 2-0 for the grand finals, 2-0 for the next LAN. London took a map off you.
Yeah, they took a map. They spent ages watching us play Derailed. They had a load of really lucky rounds. And we were like, you know what? We'll give them Derailed. We'll make it close so they sweat. And then when it gets to our map, we'll crush them on that. And then just see them come like from all the way up here, all the way down here. And then when we get to the third map, we'll make it a little bit closer. Because the first map, I had a coffee. We lost 11-13. Second map, 2 beers, 13-7 or 13-8. Third map, 2 more beers, 13-5, 13-4. It was like, that was an easier game than the major final on Lib. And
so, do you start tomorrow morning with just straight beer? Skip the coffee, go straight to beers?
No. None of that tomorrow morning. It's too early. My team, they'll be on form. I'll have guys fragging. I'll just chill out, tell them where to go, what to do, read the opponent. But I'm not sure who we're going to get, really, because Leisure seems to be on a tear. I think they're winning at the moment against Sector 1. Those guys are loud, which would be insane if they came top 3, because that's really good for them.
Yeah.
They've probably been the one team putting in the most time for this event, so it'd be sick if they got top 3. And then who knows, if London are deflated, I think London are arguing with each other. There's a couple of people bitching and moaning, it's like, kids, man, get over it. Focus on the next round.
Yeah.
What was the issue? Fix it. How can you improve it? Fix it. Go.
So
the next round.
Is there a team out of those 3 that you would not want to play? Obviously, you've beat them all. You haven't struggled too much, but you did get taken a little close there against Sector 1, no?
Yeah, a little bit close. I'd love to play them in the final. I'd love to play Yasko in the final. Yasko's a sick player,
Yeah.
Really good friends. They're all really good players. But honestly, I would absolutely love it if we played Leisure in the final, because for them that would be such a storyline, right? Everyone wrote them off. Everyone thought they'd, maybe get 2 rounds in a loser bracket or something. People are like, oh yeah, it's an easy game, Leisure. People have slept on them. They're doing really well. And if they manage to beat Sector 1 and then beat London and get in the final, I'll be so happy for them.
Yeah, and it seems like one of those things, if they do beat Sector 1, they have the momentum. Meanwhile, London does not, coming off that loss. And I kind of wanted to talk about that pause. It didn't seem like it really affected you guys all that much. They disconnected, and they were maybe already falling a little bit, but we had a 10, 15, 20-minute break there. How does that play into, staying in form?
I mean, for us, we had the same problem at the major, right? We were playing CRG. It was, I think, 10-10 or 11-11. And all we did, we used the time. We're like, right, what's their adjustment going to be? Okay, so if we were them, what would we be doing in this situation? We're either going to try and nade this, we're going to push this. For them, what would be the situation that would win them the round?
Right.
So we try and anticipate, okay, they're going to try and do this to win the round, and we adjust to that. So rather than just let's just do another round and see if they win or not, no, we're trying to adjust to what we think they're going to adjust to. And it seemed to work in our favour. And, the eco rounds, we spent a good 10, 15 minutes talking about it beforehand, coming up with some weird strats that seemed to work.
Right.
So I think a lot of things went in our favour that game, but I was kind of hoping the Liberation would be a bit better.
You want more
given
of a
that
challenge.
they got rid of Vanguard. Yeah, if we had 3 maps like the first game and we lost, I'd be like, great, we've finally had a good game.
Yeah.
But instead we've had 1 good map and then just 2 it's like playing noobs in the groups.
Right. Well, that's gonna do it. Do you have any words to say? What's the advice? No one really seems to be able to take you out. Obviously, it's been tournament after tournament. What are they doing wrong that you're not? What are they not doing that you are?
So the one thing that everyone does wrong is after every LAN, someone's like, this guy didn't do well, that guy didn't do well. Let's kick them. They didn't get a lot of kills.
Right.
So they'll look at the stats after there and go, okay, when we lost to Endpoint, it was 13-9 on this map. This guy got 10 kills. This guy got 10 kills on the third map when we lost the third map. Let's kick him and get someone else that can frag. But if you get someone that frag, you lose the guy that supports, and the guy that's supporting your frag is to frag.
Right.
You lose that ability for those guys to frag, who are the mad fraggers and sick aimers.
Yeah.
And then you get in a position where you've got 5 really good aimers, but no one wants to donate tokens.
Right.
On our team, you'll see me and Cinder always donating money to Reflexer, Replan, and Fake if he needs an SMG. We're always giving the guys that are in these spots to get frags.
Right.
We're giving them the ability to do that. We're smoking them in, we're nading them in, we're letting them get to the position they need to get to, and then they're making the frags, and they 2, 3, 4 kills around.
So maybe not enough respect for those support players who are sitting on defaults, throwing the same set nades and smokes every round.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And I think a lot of it is someone was telling me after the second map that 2 of the guys from London were arguing. It's a game.
Yeah.
You lose a map, focus on the next one.
Right.
If you lose a round, why has it gone wrong? How do we fix it? Apply that, win the next round. If that doesn't work, try something else. And I think a lot of teams lose that perspective that it's a round-by-round game. You can lose 11 rounds in a row and you can still win the match.
Right.
And we've been in situations where we've done that before. We've been like 11-2 down at the major or something. We've won 16-13. You just got to keep adapting and keep ahead of the opponent. But no one seems to do that. All it seems to be is, oh, we'll get rid of this guy, we'll get someone that frags loads, and then we'll have 5-6 fraggers and we'll out-aim them all.
Right.
It doesn't work like that because most of the time someone sat behind a smoke doing nothing. You need to enable the guys that are sick aimers, like on our team, Replan, Reflexer, and Fake. Like, let them get into where they need to go and let them get the frags.
Right.
I'll happily sit there in the corner doing this for a minute and 45 seconds and kill no one.
Yeah, and
like,
we've seen that tons of times today.
Because we win. And like these London guys, same thing.
Yeah.
They're not supporting. Like Max is a really good player, and when he gets going, he's just insane. He's almost unstoppable. But they're not doing enough to enable him to do that. They're all trying like, I'm going to scope this angle and try and get this pick. You get that pick, but you still lose around because you're not supporting the rest of your team elsewhere on the map.
Right.
I think I don't know, man. People are stupid.
Relax a little bit, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
just
take
chill
it,
out.
Take it easy.
Try and fix the round, apply it to the next one, and just keep going. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, because in my mind, I'm like, we're not that much better than everyone else. We're not, like fucking gods of gaming, gods of gaming, whatever. But it's just everyone else just seems to be a lot slower, and they don't seem to understand how to play FPS games. Like London are the only team that trade efficiently. They'll always double up in spots. Like on Manor House, there's always 2 in chicken if they're after plant, whatever. They trade efficiently, but a lot of the other teams, they don't do that. There's always like, okay, so one guy heaven, one guy cinema, one guy hole, and if a guy at heaven dies, nothing. If the guy at hole dies, nothing. But with London, they seem to be the only team in Entropy before they folded. They were the same, where there was always a trade. Like if you killed a guy, someone else was there to try and kill you before you could do anything else. But all of the other teams here, they just don't have that.
It seems like you and I guess London are the only teams to do it. Most of the time we'll see a split where there's 2 players on one side and you guys are completely on the other sides of the map, and it's just a rotate that not everyone seems to be able to, I don't know, 1, be confident enough in their teammates to find the frags on the other side, and 2, be able to run all the way back. I think it was on Manor where you guys went all the way through Trench and then decided to come all the way back through A long and take the plan. I forget who it was on London. Zuma wasn't able to turn around in time, but it just seems like there's a level of communication and knowingness between you guys since staying together too long.
We read the game well. I think that's the only thing I contribute to the game is that I read it well. Like mid-round, make calls. My aim is not the best. Like, there's a lot of people that are much better than me at that. But my team, I've got them for that. And like that specific round, it was like we're in Trench. We've got smokes up, and it's like, guys, just run back, go A long. They're not going to expect it.
Right.
They've never seen us do that before. We've never done that before against them. We run down A long, we get the kill on A, we get the plant down. Great. We turned quite a bad situation from like 3v4 or 4v4 whatever into us getting the bomb down. And I don't know if we won the round, but great. And they're not expecting that. It's like, there's 3 guys Trench. They're going to come B, and then they're all sat behind Big Barn, whatever, like waiting for it. And we're
so technical, right? It's got to be this, but it's not.
Yeah, it's just always staying ahead of the other team, what they're thinking. And I think their derailed was really good in the sense that a lot of their plays were quite gambles in the sense that, okay, we're going to push 2 guys mid, 2 guys second mid, and we're going to have 1 guy just sat back B shooting at smoke. And it worked. And it works a lot more than it should have. That was our bad, but fair play to them, it worked.
Yeah.
And on the other maps, all of the like silly little gimmicks that they tried playing just didn't work. It was never going to fly on Manor House or Lib. It's just like the core fundamentals, people don't work on it, and that's what we base ourselves on at LAN. And that's why we do so well. Like when we play online, we don't have the same level of focus, the same level of communication. If I die when I'm playing online, I'm like checking my phone, like messaging girlfriend, whatever, blah blah blah. But when you're at LAN, if someone picks up the phone, I'll start shouting, "Get the hell off your phone!
Yeah.
We're focusing. This is LAN.
Right? Is it the
this
time
matters."
To do it?
Yeah. And then these guys, after they lost Manor House, they're like super dejected. They weren't talking. Then they go down like 5-6 rounds of liberation. Like they're not talking.